Week 7 bonus challenge. Wake up, sleep hygiene. One area in the fitness and wellness world that is often vastly underrated or neglected is sleep. Sleep, the reason you're still struggling. While I have included sleep in the general habits to strive towards on your day to day routine, it is of such importance that I'd like to address it even further for this week's bonus challenge. Sleep is one aspect of your wellness that can directly impact almost every other parameter of your health. The field of research and studies conducted on the effects of sleep and sleep deprivation is vast, and there are numerous tips and tools for biohacking your sleep habits to get the greatest quality sleep out there. First, I want to review just a few of the reasons why sleep is of such great importance, because one thing is certain: until you truly value sleep and decide to make it a priority in your life, more often than not, sleep will continue to be the first thing to go when your schedule in life gets hectic and busy. Once you open your eyes to the true impact sleep has on your health and your fitness results, it may become more enticing to set a regular bedtime and stick to it no matter what. For those of you who attended the info session or viewed it online, I have a link attached here in the body of the email. You may recall the dramatic impact that sleep deprivation or curtailed sleep habits of only a couple of hours a night can have on appetite hormone regulation. Participants in a study were sleep restricted by only 2 hours a night, 4 nights of the week, getting what is, quote, normal for many people, just 6 hours of sleep a night. This seemingly minor level of sleep restriction significantly impacted leptin and ghrelin levels, which are your appetite regulating hormones, which in turn affected cravings for food and specifically carbohydrate rich foods. I'm sure we've all experienced this firsthand, dying for the donuts or pastries or pizza on those rough weeks when we've been burning the candle at both ends. The research is there to validate this experience. It's science. If you're trying to lose body fat, not getting adequate sleep automatically sets you up for an even harder struggle on an uphill battle of biology. Another crucial factor related to sleep is physical recovery. During sleep, your body releases hormones responsible to rejuvenating and recovering your damaged tissues. This is the recovery time our body needs to grow stronger after loads of training. It is during sleep that our bodies are able to repair the damage to our muscles, joints, bones, ligaments, etc. Again, the release of human growth hormone during sleep aids this recovery process, allowing your body to rebuild itself to become better, faster, stronger for your next training bout. Limiting this essential recovery process can lead to suboptimal results in your strength development and training. And in worst case scenarios, you set yourself up for injury by fostering a compromised physical and mental state. Accident risks alone increase dramatically when sleep deprived. Additionally, new research shows that during sleep, your brain actually clears the neurotoxic byproducts that normally accumulate throughout waking hours, opening gaps between neurons and forcefully flushing the toxins right out through the spinal column. This little bit of housekeeping in the brain is a critical factor for maintaining normal, healthy brain function and typically takes 6 to 8 hours of sleep time in order to flush. The buildup of many of these toxic byproducts in the brain is what is seen in Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease, indicating there may be a mechanism breakdown leading to these diseases, but also illustrating the importance of allowing your brain the sleep time required to properly cleanse these harmful byproducts of daily brain power. Low quality sleep or limited sleep diminishes the brain's ability to flush these toxins, allowing them to accumulate over time, which can negatively impact memory, learning capacity, creativity, and productivity. That said, like most things related to health and wellness, there's not a one-size-fits-all approach in recommending how much sleep to get. Different people may require different amounts of sleep. For Eat Clean Be Lean, I have set the target for 7 to 9 hours, as that tends to be best for most adults. In reality, it's more a factor of how many full sleep cycles one gets each night, with the full cycle lasting from 75 to 90 minutes. Most people need a minimum of 4 full sleep cycles, with most benefiting from at least 5 to 6 sleep cycles. However, there are a few select people who can thrive on less than that. And for some people whose exercise regimens are particularly long and brutal, they may require more sleep for optimal recovery. But again, the vast majority will do well to hit that 7 to 9 hour a day target. I've also linked here a short little article discussing sleep and sleep cycles a bit further if you're interested in learning more. It has long been a badge of honor for highly successful and productive people to subsist on minimal sleep. However, more and more the research is showing that this is simply not the case. In fact, studies have confirmed that the level of sleep impairment that many doctors, pilots, soldiers, and CEOs are regularly operating under leaves them walking around with a cognitive functioning equivalent to being intoxicated with a six-pack of beer. Now, for most of you Irish, you'd probably do all right with this. Yep. But for the rest of us, the research shows dramatic improvements in mental clarity, creativity, productivity, memory and learning, and as previously mentioned, physical growth and recovery and appetite regulation as benefits of getting adequate sleep. However, it's not just the number of hours you spend in bed that count. Sleep quality and intensity are also key. Sleep quality is just as important, if not more so, than sleep duration. When you are preparing for a restful, restorative, rejuvenating night's sleep, you need to consider your sleep hygiene. Here are a few tips for you to choose from for your Week 7 bonus challenge. Set a regular bedtime and wake time and stick to it 7 days a week to regulate your circadian rhythm. Limit blue light exposure close to bedtime. Try installing the free program f.lux.com for your computer screen and set your phone settings to allow night shift to shift the display to warmer tones past sunset. Better yet, avoid all screen time an hour before bedtime. Try to get a minimum of 30 minutes natural blue light or daylight exposure early in the day to help set your natural circadian rhythm. Go outside for more natural light exposure at lunchtime. Establish a bedtime ritual for winding down for the night. Avoid caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol close to bedtime. Caffeine affects everyone differently. Limiting it to 4 to 8 hours before bed is appropriate for most. Avoid massive heavy meals right before bedtime. If you eat a late dinner, stick to foods that generally agree with you and try to eat at least an hour or two before bed. Sleep in a pitch black room. Remove all electronics or light emitting devices. Some theorize even Wi-Fi emitting devices may interfere with proper sleep cycles, although I haven't fact-checked that claim. Use blackout curtains or blinds if necessary. Sleep in a cool, quiet room with adequate ventilation. 15 to 18 degrees C or 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit is a good range. Use your bed for sleep and sex only. If you have any personal favorite sleep hygiene practices or tips, please share them in the Facebook group. These are just a few items to be mindful of in your quest for the optimal restorative sleeping scenario. For your bonus challenge this week, I want you to pick one new sleep hygiene habit from the list above and practice it every day this week. If you don't keep a regular bedtime, I'd recommend starting with that one. Pick a bedtime and stick to it for every night of the week. Pick a wake time and stick to it every day this week. If you already do that, hooray for you! Choose another sleep hygiene habit and go after it. Be prepared to feel more supercharged than you've ever felt after a week of proper high-quality sleep. Happy Friday, guys! And don't forget, check out at the end of the email, I've got a little recipe here for Korean marinated beef bulgogi and kimchi. It is quite delicious.